Hi and welcome. Hi, welcome. I opened my advent calendar and oh shoot, I broke him. It's a boy sledding, but it's not the best looking chocolate in town. Okay, come on, Aldi. I get the feeling these are from last year, but they always sell out, so how could they be? I mean, they don't expire till April 30th of 2022, so who knows? But anyways, I'm gonna have an itchy nose through this video. Okay, Sarah. So start off. I wanted to show you this. I got at Aldi the other day. It's the Lifesavers storybook. I just saw it and I grabbed it. And when I was a kid, there used to be two of these. It used to be you open it up and there were Lifesavers on this side and Lifesavers on this side. Maybe they still have them. But they only had the single side at Aldi's. And then I was kind of bummed out because I just grabbed it. I didn't even look at it. They're all the same flavor. It's the fruity assorted flavors. So, and there's a little story in here to read. So it's cute. There once were two very good children, Lily and Benny, who loved everything about the holiday season and wanted so much to make Santa Claus happy. So all year long, they paid attention in school, put away their toys, and went to bed without fuss. They even shared their very favorite sweet treat, Lifesavers hard candy, with family and friends. Before Christmas, they moved into a new house, and the unthinkable happened. The children couldn't find their holiday decorations anywhere. What are we going to do? Santa will be so disappointed, cried Benny. Don't worry, Lily reassured him. I have an idea. Together, they put their Lifesavers hard candy in festive bags, and off they went to meet their new neighbors. At each house, they introduced themselves and shared a bag of Lifesavers hard candy. They told the story of their missing decorations, and each kind-hearted neighbor gave Lily and Benny an ornament for their tree. By the time they returned home, their little arms were full of holiday cheer. On Christmas Eve, they set out milk, cookies, and their favorite Lifesavers hard candy for Santa right next to their beautiful tree. Later that night, Benny and Lily awoke in a sleepy haze as they heard a jolly ho, ho, ho from the rooftop. They smiled to themselves at the thought of sharing their favorite treat with Santa as he brought the holiday spirit to families around the world. Yay, Lifesavers! I'm actually doing something Christmas today on Vlogmas. I opened this today. I've had it for a couple weeks, but I never did decorate my apartment. I did decorate my door because I have a wreath. I might have mentioned it in other videos. It's just an old wooden... It was from my father's funeral, and it wasn't... Kind of like, the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It wasn't at the National Cemetery where he is. We could only leave 5 arrangements at the gravesite, so nobody wanted that one. It was just sitting there, and they were going to throw it away. So I took it home. The flowers were not... I mean, it would have to be something that you really love, a flower that you really love, but apparently nobody really wanted it, and it was kind of just like the poor little Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. So I took it home, and that's been since February of 2009. Excuse me. And it hangs on my door, and every season I decorate it. So finally last week, I took the Thanksgiving and Halloween down, and I put Christmas up. And then after Christmas, I'll change it again, either to Valentine's or St. Patrick's Day. And then, of course, sometimes for Lent, I'll just take a purple ribbon and make a purple cross across it, and then put the spring decorations after that. So that's all done. So that's my decoration outside. I didn't put any lights up. I did enjoy Christmas lights last night, but I got that elf on the shelf. I've never had one. My niece has one. She loves it. And when I stayed with them for Christmas before, I got to hide her sometimes. So I got my own, but I haven't named her, and I'm not going to take her out It has the little elf on the shelf, a Christmas tradition book. I reread your story. And so I'm going to put this away for next year. Also, I mentioned yesterday that Aldi was out of the fresh salsa. Now, I like the fresh salsa. It's quite good. I put it in my tacos and my salads because that way I don't have to buy tomatoes, because tomatoes aren't always looking the best sometimes. I don't like a hard tomato and I don't like a squishy tomato. So those usually they're diced up already for me and I just scoop it out and it's nice. I like it. So I bought this a couple months ago at Aldi, and it's the jarred salsa. It's Casa Mamita Chunky Salsa. So I opened it and had it on my tacos last night, and I had it in my salad today with some tomatoes that I did chop up. And it was good. I enjoyed it. It was okay. It was good. I'll buy it again. But why does my nose itch? It's just the tip of my nose, not inside. Just the very tip of my nose. I don't have makeup on or anything. I think probably because I was on my walk today, they were mowing the park, so a lot of grass and allergy, I guess. So I like that salsa. When I go back to Aldi, I'll get some more for the pantry for an emergency, like now. So I'll have some salsa. I like my salsa. Maybe I should just make my own salsa. Then I gotta buy tomatoes. I did buy tomatoes this week because they didn't have that salsa. Just in case I didn't like this salsa. But I do like it. So I already took my walk. I took it this morning. And I saw the mail truck out on the street next to me. So I ran in, took a shower, and he was still on that street when I got out. So I went with wet hair to his truck, and it was our guy. So I gave him his Christmas gift card, and he was happy. I know all the mailmen in my town because I've worked in both zip codes, and I live in the same town that I worked in, so they all know me. So I got that done. All my Christmas is done. I'm done. Everything's been mailed, shipped, done. Now all I gotta do is kick back, and I have my printer here. I have a new printer to go with my new computer because my other computer blew up and got the blue screen of death, because I figured it out that the printer that I put in there was not, and I had been using it before, so I don't know, I guess it just, something happened and the computer decided to get the blue screen of death because it wasn't really compatible with Windows 10, and I didn't know that. So, when I was using it, and it happened when I used the scanner portion. Not the printer was working great, but as soon as I scanned a document, then I started getting the blue screen of death. And so when I bought this one, I checked the specs out, and it is compatible with Windows 11, because I now have Windows 11, because I don't want to have to buy another computer. I may buy a laptop sometime, but what for? I got the phone, right? That's like a computer. But I'm on my desktop right now. So I got to set that up so tomorrow I can print out all the paperwork I got to take to my new potential job. I don't want to say I have it already because I did. I'm pretty sure I passed the background check. It came back and it didn't. Well, I didn't commit any crimes, but I mean, you never know if somebody's doing identity, doing stuff in your identity. So everything's all good. Not a criminal by fraud or otherwise. So I passed that. And so I just got to make sure I print out all the correct paperwork. I'll just set. I gotta find a place to put this printer because I have all my artwork there. Also, I got a shipment this morning and I'm like, what did I order? What the heck is it? I don't even know what I ordered. And it didn't have like a return name on it. And I'm like, well, it's shipped to me. Let's open it. I got the $1 million puzzle thing. Now, it's 500 pieces, and if you're a winner, you have to claim it by January 10th of 2022. So I have till like January to put a 500 piece puzzle together, and it's a QR code The puzzle is an actual QR code. And most of them are 25-cent winners, but there's like $1,000 winners, $100 winners, I think. And then there's only one $1 million prize. So I just got this for fun. So when I'm bored and I think I'm going to eat too many chips, I'm going to work on this puzzle. Wish me luck. I got to finish it in case it's like $100, you know? So, but if it's 25 cents, I'll claim it because I have a hard time getting quarters. Hopefully they send it in a quarter and not a check. Send me a quarter. So that should be interesting. So WW is going good so far today. Got my activity in. You know what? I put yesterday and today I decided to hit that veggie button. I want to see my budget grow because I was eating a bit last night. I still, even going over my daily points without putting the veggies in and going to the weeklies, I still didn't use all my weeklies before the activity was put in. I still had weeklies left, but they dwindle pretty quickly when I'm hungry. So I thought, well, I'll just do the veggie thing. I'll try it again. Because I'm having at least 8 cups of veggies today, but I'm only going to account for 7. And they're by weight. It's not by, I didn't just put 2 leaves of lettuce in a cup and say, oh, that's a cup of veggies. No, I did the 57 grams of the lettuce. So I do it by weight. So I got to put a lot of veggies in. So yeah, Sunday was kind of I didn't have veggies on Sunday that I believe. No. Yeah, it didn't give me veggies for my Whopper, even though there was a slice of tomato and onions and lettuce. So I guess they figured that probably wasn't a whole cup anyway. So we're going to see how I can do with that. And then I read chapter 21 of Luke for day 21. And it was a lot about them wanting to see signs about when the end of days is going to happen, and talks about the things going on in the tribulation, and it has the story of the widow who gave all she had. I'll read that one. Get to the poor widow's contribution. When he looked up, he saw some wealthy people putting their offerings into the treasury, and he noticed a poor widow putting in 2 small coins. He said, I tell you truly, this poor widow put in more than all the rest. For those others have all made offerings from their surplus wealth, but she from her poverty has offered her whole livelihood. Do we give just to say, oh, I gave something? Or do we honestly give of ourselves? Give something that's going to actually be more than generous? She gave everything. Jesus gave everything. He gave his life for us. And it talks about the signs of the times and what to do when these times start happening. It says a little differently in Luke. But when these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. And you can read, I'm going to put the link down below. You can read all the scary stuff. It talks about earthquakes and all those kind of things, and plagues. And, what do we have now? We got a pandemic. There was an earthquake a couple days ago up north of me. We've had that horrifying tornado in Kentucky. What else? It just seems like it's... And then later on in another gospel, they'll talk about... it's in Revelation. Gospel. It's in the book of Revelation, where it compares to know the signs of the times when these things are happening closer and closer together, like a pregnant lady's labor pains. So, and it seems like Yeah, there have been earthquakes all since the beginning of time. There have been ice ages. There's been climate change, right? Except it got really cold. Now we're getting warmer. I guess that's what they say. I'm not a scientist. I have studied climatology. I have studied geology, and I have studied marine bio. What is it called? Can't think of it. Not marine biology. Oceanography and astronomy. I have a telescope here. There is a comet we can see right now. So I have studied a lot of earth sciences. Very interested in those kind of things. So why did I never seek a career in those kind of things? I could have been that weather lady on the news, right? But no, I became a mailman. So that wasn't my plan. It just happened, but it worked out. So, I mean, everybody's just saying that we're in those times now. I don't know, because it seems like it is getting closer, but he says only God knows the day and the hour and the time. So people who are telling you it's today, they don't know. They're not God. But the signs are showing themselves. And people might say we're already in the tribulation, but from what I read in the Bible and Revelation, this is nothing compared to what tribulation is going to be like. Because could you imagine all that stuff happening quicker and quicker everywhere? I mean, we have that big volcano in Yellowstone that's brewing up some stuff. And we don't know. But anyway, that's why we celebrate Christmas, because Jesus was our gift for our salvation, so that we can have that hope. And he always says it's going to be terrifying, but don't be afraid. Just follow and know that it's going to be okay, because the end result is eternal life, and we can't, anything we have here we can't take with us. So that's my preaching for today. What does it have to do with WW? I don't know. Are we giving everything we have into this new program? Are we giving it all? Or are we just, I don't know, going through tribulations over it? Weight loss. Trying to lose weight is kind of a tribulation. It's hard. It's hard. But I was listening to a lady yesterday, and basically it was about we spend too much time thinking about things instead of taking action and doing things. So, excuse me, I'd like to go into next year more at taking action than just thinking about it. I've been thinking about getting a job and wondering what I'm going to do part-time for a few months now, and I finally started taking the leap and seeing what's there. What can I apply for? What would I like to do? And so here's my, maybe I'm going to get this job, and maybe I'm going to like it. Maybe it'll be as fun as I think. The only drawback is it does take me an hour to get there, but the couple times I've gone so far, it wasn't a difficult drive. It wasn't stressful at all. Nothing happened. It wasn't like when I would be delivering mail all day and driving all day that I hated driving so much that I'd rather walk or take the bus. No, it was fine. But anyways, I'm going to say farewell for today, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 22. It's almost Christmas. Thanks for watching.